Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere.
He can breathe underwater and go flying through the air.
The noble submariner, Prince of the Deep, will be ready every seaman.
The neighbor of Atlantis is the Prince of the Deep.
The undersea kingdom of Atlantis would not seem so idyllic if its inhabitants knew of the mysterious ship hovering many fathoms above.
Gentlemen, despite your singularly dedicated bunglings, I, Captain Townsend, have finally attained my goal, the legendary city of Atlantis.
Ah, that storybook stuff. There's no such place.
Must I constantly prove how wrong you are, Lieutenant? See for yourself.
Well, I'll be.
All my data complex indicates that beneath those glittering streets lies yet another treasure, gold condinium.
Gold con what?
For your edification, my young dolt, gold condinium is a metallic fluid possessing 10,000 times the penetrating power of a laser beam.
If I'm hearing right, that gold con, whatever it is, could blow up the whole world.
Quiet, mister. Well, that sounds great, Cap. Captain. But what makes you think those blue-skinned Atlanteans will lay down and play dead?
To ensure their cooperation, I have concocted this liquid, harmless to humans, but not to creatures of the sea. It will subdue them until we get what we want. Now, let's begin. Operation Atlantis. Release the missiles. Fire one.
As the treacherous liquid infiltrates the waters, another enemy circles warily. Its intended prey, the mighty Prince Namor of Atlantis.
Come then, ruthless one. Let us match skills. Only by challenging the fearsome hunter of the sea can I test my reflexes. What is this? The killer reacts strangely. It slows perceptibly. A turtle could avoid its rush. The once lithe tiger of the sea is now a tadpole. The waters. Something alien and deadly permeates them. I have a foreboding that Atlantis and all my realm is in dire peril. When did you first note this change, Lord Vashti?
But a short time ago, sire. A strange torpor seemed to affect the people. A slowing down.
As with the killer whale.
What can it mean, my prince?
I know not, Lady Dorma, but I shall summon all the scientific minds in my kingdom. Surely they will find the answer.
Later, in the royal lab.
Are you trying to tell me there is no antidote for this alien element?
Sire, we are dealing with a drug never before encountered beneath the sea.
Then you must find a cure for this frightening malady. Half of Atlantis is in a coma and the inertia is spreading rapidly.
We have done all we can. There is but one hope left. Dr. Debrek.
True. But when he went into self-exile years ago, I gave my royal promise that none would interrupt his work, and a prince of the blood does not go back on his word.
But if the life of Atlantis is at stake...
You're right. Only I can speak to him.
Take this specimen to him, and may Neptune go with you.
His decision made, the mighty submariner bids goodbye to Lady Dorma.
My prince, a premonition fills my heart that grave danger awaits you.
It matters not, my lady. I can delay no longer. Every moment permits the insidious fluid to gain further foothold.
No one has the courage of my prince.
They that wait must also have courage. Farewell, my love. The fate of Atlantis now rests with Dr. Debrek.
And as the mighty submariner speeds toward the distant laboratory of Dr. Debrek, the eyes of Captain Townsend observe the stricken domain beneath the sea.
Look, one by one they fall into a deep sleep. Let's go. Patience, my young idiot, seems to be a virtue given only to the wise. However, within minutes, all Atlantis will be in a state of unconsciousness. Then we strike.
And as the unscrupulous Captain Townsend predicted, within minutes, every citizen of Atlantis has fallen victim to the powerful drug, even those within the Palace Royal. Unaware of their fate, the brave prince speeds on.
There is but one shortcut to the laboratory of Dr. Debrek. Through the dread catacombs wherein dwell the deadly radar bats. Although it is almost the hour for their awakening, I must chance it.
Silently, cautiously, Namor glides through the catacombs, for even the slightest ripple could awaken the awesome creatures. But as he nears the end,
Drop the depth finder and prepare to descend.
hurtling downward, the missile churns the quiet waters into a turbulence, which reaches even the fearsome catacombs.
Some underwater disturbance has awakened them. They are attacking. I must escape their fatal beams. They block my way. I am trapped.
How can even the gallant submariner fight against such odds?
Trapped as I am against this wall, I cannot elude their beams for long. If I could force them to concentrate all their beams in one spot, it might bring their accursed catacombs down around them.
As the mighty prince lies a victim of his own strategy, Townsend and his men descend upon the helpless city.
Gentlemen, victory is ours.
Man, I dig these diggings.
Atlanteans live pretty high for these depths, eh, Captain?
Kindly remember, we are here for one purpose only, gold condinium. Now let us speed the preparations for the bombing sites.
Moments later, the unwelcome visitors invade the Palace Royal.
Treasure. Treasure everywhere.
And not a policeman in sight.
During our brief sojourn here, this palace shall be our headquarters. See that it's cleared of any former tenants.
Will do, Captain.
And now, to complete our plan of operation.
While Atlantis is being readied for the bombings, many leagues away,
Dr. Debrek. I must reach Dr. Debrek. I pray Neptune I'm not too late to save Atlantis.
in an isolated grotto not far from the catacombs, Dr. Debrek, the great scientist, concentrates upon a project.
Dr. Debrek?
Prince Namor, you gave your word.
I must violate my solemn promise that Atlantis may survive.
I know only the gravest situation would bring you to me. What is it, my son?
My people have been stricken with a fatal malady, and only you can save them.
I will do all in my power, but I must know more.
Here, this will give a clue. Surely you can find an antidote.
We shall see, my son. We shall see.
Meantime, within the Palace Royal,
This is the last room. Let's step it up or we'll miss the fireworks.
This must be the council room.
With an important hostage in the event of trouble.
Let's take her to the cap.
Dharma, Lady Dharma, fiends are these?
unaware of Dorma's plight, Namor anxiously awaits the verdict of Dr. Debrek.
It is a drug known only to surface people, and sadly I have no formula to counteract its sinister action.
But then you must create the vital antidote.
I will try to justify your faith, but I can promise nothing. Meanwhile, if you could but find the source and halt further infiltration.
Never fear. I will seek out the evil perpetrators of this crime, and when I do, they shall know the wrath of the mighty...
As Namor streaks surfaceward, the ominous ship of Captain Townsend awaits its anticipated treasure.
Too bad we have to stay up here. I'd rather be down there where the action is.
Somebody's gotta watch the store. You know how dishonest some people can be.
Our share of the loot will be...
Hey, what's that? Stand fast. What business have you here? Speak the truth, or you shall know a watery grave.
Okay. We're guarding Captain Townsend's ship, that's all.
Where is this Townsend?
Below, in Atlantis, to get the gold condinium.
I must stop them.
Ah, gentlemen, I see you still nurture your collector's instincts.
No, she's a hostage for our protection.
Dorma, my lady, my love.
Who, may I ask, are you?
I am Prince Namor the First of Atlantis, and I command you to release the Lady Dorma and leave my realm.
We propose to do so after we have the gold condinium.
Dare to defy me?
I hate to spoil your heroics, but you seem to have forgotten the girl.
You must not harm her.
She will die in any case, and so shall you. Lieutenant, will you conduct Prince Namor's execution elsewhere? You know how the sight of blood disturbs me.
And moments later, the mighty submariner faces his executioners. Is this to be the fate of so gallant a prince?
When I count 3, blast away, boys.
Mere gun shall never vanquish a prince of the blood.
1.
Your puny surface weapons are no match for the monarch of Atlantis.
2.
He's ripping up the post.
Stop him!
It sounds as if the lieutenant has written fini to the career of Namor.
Captain, that prince fella, he got away.
Bungling fools. There were 6 of you against 1.
He's a one-man tornado.
How was I ever fortunate enough to have you on my side?
Should we go after him?
There is no time. We must relieve Atlantis of its gold condinium before the change of tides. Stand by for my command.
Time is running out for Atlantis. My only hope is to thwart their plans. Those wires, they are my one chance.
Lieutenant, give the order to blast.
Captain, look!
He's breaking the wires.
Quickly push the detonator. We'll get 2 birds with 1 blast.
He's broken the connections.
Now just stand there, shoot him. Idiots! Those wires must be repaired immediately, or it's your lives.
In a small palace chamber, the doomed Dorma sinks ever deeper into a coma.
Thank Neptune she is still here.
Who goes there? I'd have sworn I heard a noise. Couldn't have been her. She can't talk or...
I must get it away from here. What's this? Chains? Again they underestimate the submariner. Oh, if you must die, my love, it shall be in a hallowed place worthy of your love and beauty.
Eluding the eyes of the invaders, Namor carries Dorma to the Temple of Neptune.
If Dr. Debrick finds not the antidote in time, I shall wreak my vengeance upon those masters of infamy. Alone I may be, but still am I master of the 7 seas.
It's all fixed, Captain.
And not a moment too soon. Prepare to fire.
Captain, there he is again.
Ah, our hero has returned. In the grand fashion hitherto restricted to melodrama.
I demand your surrender.
Your sense of humor is delightful. However, at the risk of seeming a spoilsport, I must point out that I hold the whip hand. 1 move from you and the blue-skinned lady perishes.
Your threats are to no avail, for the Lady Dorma has been safely removed from your clutches.
You could be bluffing, but in any case, you cannot hold us off alone.
I am not alone. As master of the 7 seas, I have forces beyond your imagination.
I don't see any forces.
Me neither.
Lieutenant, give the order to blow up Atlantis.
Yes, sirree, Captain.
Denizens of the deep, I order you to attack the invaders of our realm.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm getting out of here.
I find it necessary to rid this army of its general.
Captain? Yikes! Get away from me!
Perhaps I have underestimated my adversary.
Have to remove Sharp-Toothed One.
We've had enough, Namor. Call off your befriend friends.
I shall accept only unconditional surrender.
One surrenders as graciously as one can under the circumstances. My one consolation is that your kingdom is asleep.
I have the formula, my prince.
Formula?
The antidote for the drug. Explode it quickly.
Observe, it will work instantly.
With the kingdom restored, peace returns again to Atlantis.
Tell me, sire, why did you let Townsend return unpunished?
Fret not, Lord Vashti. He will receive his just dues, but only the surface people may punish their own.
Again, you have proven yourself the worthiest monarch of all.
Imperious Rex.
Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere. He can breathe underwater and go flying through the air. And the noble submariner, Prince of the Deep, will be serving every seaman. For favor of Atlantis is the